In this video, I'm going to go over 4 different addition strategies that you can use on your test and when you're doing your practice work at home. The first strategy that I'm going to talk about is to draw a picture. All right, we're going to start with this problem, 142 plus 215. All right, I've got 3 digits in each number. So to draw a picture, I need to make a 3-column chart. Column 1 is my hundreds, column 2 is my tens, and column 3 is my ones. In drawing a picture, you draw the first number, so hundreds, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4 tens, and 2 ones. I like to do circles for my ones. All right, 215. 2 hundreds, 110, 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and then all I do is simply count up the total of each number. Okay, so I've got 5, 6, 7. I've got 4, 5. I've got 2, 3. So my answer or sum is 357. Okay, so that's strategy 1, draw a picture. Now, I'm going to come down and show you what you would do. I'm going to show you what you would do if you had more than 10 in one place value. So let's do 149 plus 215. So almost exactly the same. All right, I'm going to make that 3-column chart. Hundreds, tens, ones. I'm going to start with 149. 1 is in the hundreds place of 100. 4 is in the tens place. I have 4 tens. 9 is in the ones place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now notice we've looked at this before, but I draw it in a tens frame pattern. And what I mean by that is I imagine that I have a tens frame and I kind of draw it like it's in a tens frame. Okay, I expect you to do that too. If you draw them all over the place, then sometimes it is hard So if you draw them all over the place, sometimes it's hard to count up how many you have in total. All right, so 149, 200, 110, 5 ones. Now, I'm going to draw the 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then I've got to count my total. All right, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 5, 3. All right, I have a problem. I've got 14 ones. Here's what you have to do. You have to mark out 10 of the ones. You have to mark out that 10 and 14 and move it over. 10 ones equals 110. Then you change that 5 to a 6. So the sum is 364. 364. All right, this strategy is called draw a picture. All right, the second strategy we're going to talk about is called breaking into place value to add. All right, the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to start with a problem. The problem that I am going to use is 263 plus 206. Now I'm going to break each one into place value. So 263, 200. There's no 10, so I don't do anything. 6. Now I'm going to add the hundreds together, the tens together, and the ones together. So 200 plus 200, 60 plus 0, 3 plus 6. All right, so I've got 200 plus 200 is 400, 60 plus 0 is 60, 3 plus 6 is 9. And then I add those three numbers together like expanded form. So 469. 469. All right, so again, this strategy is called break into place value to add. This is a strategy that the third grade teachers will want you to be able to do. So take some time to try to understand this strategy. All right, next strategy, compensation. All right, so let's look at this. 198 plus 207. Now, this is the most efficient. That means the fastest. This is also the hardest. So this is not for everybody right now, but if you understand this, this is the most efficient and fastest strategy. The way you do compensation is you pick the number that's closest to a full 100 or full 10. So 198 is only 2 away from 200. Compensation, I add to 1 by taking from another. Okay, so 198 plus 2 is 200. I got that 2 from this. I just borrowed it and put it over here. So this is 205. 200 plus 205 is 405. Okay, see how fast and easy that is? This is the best strategy, first of all, if you understand it. And second of all, if you have a number that's almost to a full 100. Okay. And then the last strategy is the standard algorithm. That's what your parents probably call the old school way. So let's look at that. 472 plus 255. What you do is you put the numbers stacked on top of each other with the place value lined up. So that means that you've got the ones, the tens, and the hundreds all in a line. Okay. You add the ones first. 5 plus 2 is 7. You add the tens next. 7 plus 5 is 12. You cannot put a 12 in one place value. So what you do is you leave the 2. You have a 12, okay? You leave the 2 in the tens place and you carry the 1, which is actually 100, up to the hundredth place. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, we have looked at 4 different strategies in order of probably easiest to hardest. Okay, so we looked at drawing a picture, then we looked at breaking into place value, compensation, and then standard algorithm. And that's kind of just an opinion. You would have to decide what you think's easiest to hardest for you. But on your test, you can use any strategy that you want. Okay, you can use any strategy that you